Hey guys, Sam from Manfa's Makes and
Moose Mike.
So welcome back to all our returners and hi to any newbies. It's so great to have you here. Please do stick around a while and if you like what you see, give us a thumbie. They are free. So I've got this one on board during the week when he doesn't normally appear because we have been tagged. And you know that when we get tagged, I like both of us to do them so that you get differing opinions. And speaking of opinions, that is what this tag is all about. This tag was created by Shannon, the Spoony Stitcher. I will link her YouTube channel down below. If you are not familiar, go and make yourself familiar. Go spread the Yarny love, check her out, and if she's your cup of tea, then join her Yarny friends and family. I would really appreciate it. Now, her tag is my FUN Unpopular Opinions Tag, or FUN Popular Opinions. There we go. So that is the tag that we are doing. And at the end, we will be tagging 10 friends. So if you are one of the people that are tagged, no pressure. You do not have to do it. We have to give 10 names. Similarly, if we do not tag you, don't be upset or offended. Do it anyway, because we're also going to put an open tag on this one. So if you want to join in, then feel free. And also, you guys watching, let us know some of your unpopular opinions down in the comments, because that would make for some very good reading. Now, a few little ground rules. This is just for fun. This is not to offend anybody in any way, shape or form. We are not going to be discussing politics or religion or some of the other potentially subjects that people could get very opinionated or very heated over. We are going to try and keep it fun and simple and a bit of a laugh. Now, there will be some opinions that Mike and I share with you that a lot of you are going to disagree with. Can I just remind you, the majority of you watching are from across the pond. We are from the UK. So there may be some things that you don't even know what we're talking about, and that's fine. And there may also be things that you are dead against, because how we do some things in the UK is the complete opposite of how you do things over there. So please remember, this is just for fun. We don't want people coming at us. We don't want people to be upset. We don't want to end up with people unsubscribing. This is literally just for fun. And Shannon makes that very clear in her tag post as well. And I've got her video up on my phone for the purposes of being completely transparent. And I just want to make sure that I'm covering everything. So yeah, there is nothing intended to upset any of you. And if we do unwittingly say something offensive or something hurtful, please know that that was never our intention, and to either email us or talk about it with us privately, and we can iron things out so that you know it wasn't aimed directly at you or to cause upset in any way, shape or form. Okay? So basically how this works is we have had to think of things that may be unpopular for the majority of people to agree with. And let me tell you, it's quite hard. We have struggled to think of things that A, are appropriate topics for YouTube land, and also because of that geographical divide, some of the things we were coming up with would make no sense to you, so you'd get bored and switch off because you don't know what we're talking about, which, to be fair, I don't think any of you know what I'm talking about half the time, but we are winging it for the most part. We didn't really have a lot of time to prepare.
It's what I do best.
And there could be a lot of so bear with us, but we're not going to keep you forever, because if there is a lot of I really can't think of anything, then we'll just wrap the video up and then we'll tag our people. And in the meantime, you guys can be thinking of some of your unpopular opinions and either putting them in the comments or making a video yourself if you are a content creator that hasn't been tagged yet. Okay? Deal? Remember, no offence is meant ever at any point. Okay? So, did you want to start or do you want me to start?
I can start if you want.
Okay.
This one is...
I'm so scared.
Unpopular opinion.
I'm so scared of anything that's going to come out of this guy's mouth. Just gonna put that out there. And why do you think that is, Mike? Tell them.
Because I'm unpopular opinion myself.
No, because literally everything Mike has an opinion of, I think the exact opposite. So he is used to having the unpopular opinion.
So, first unpopular opinion, which Manfa hates. Slurping your tea is the best way.
Instant irritation. Instant gritting my teeth anger with that one.
It tastes better.
It makes no difference.
Unpopular opinion.
It is uncouth, bad manners, and severely irritating.
Well, I went first. It's done.
So, guys, is that unpopular, or are all of you slurpers?
And to be fair, that is very mild.
Yeah, to be fair, there could have been a lot worse, and I'm still dreading this whole video. Okay, so the first one that I immediately thought of, because I actually mentioned it in our last live that we did. Excuse me, we've just had dinner, and clearly I've got the burps. I do apologise. Mike is really tired as well. Stop yawning in every video.
We always do videos after work.
I mentioned it. Well, that's because you're not home during the day to film them. We have no choice.
Expect me to be tired.
Anyway, shh. I mentioned it in the live the Saturday just gone, and I prefaced it with, I'm sorry if this upsets any of you. So again, I'm sorry, but if you do not drive what we call manually, or you guys call stick shift, then you are not driving properly. To me, I have always been brought up to be told that if you drive automatic, it is lazy and not real driving. Sorry, don't come for me. I don't want your pitchforks out, but I just feel like you have more control of the vehicle, you know more of how your vehicle works, and you have to do a lot more with that style of driving than just literally put it in drive. Just saying. So for me, if you don't drive stick shift, you're not driving. I'm going to leave that one there.
My next one is probably agreed by 50%. So I don't know if it's unpopular.
Okay, so you could be on one camp or the other, right?
Music is better than TV.
I don't know how I feel about that. I don't know what camp I'm in. I'm firmly on the fence. Because sometimes, yes, music needs to speak to your soul and you need to hear good tunes. But then other times I just want to get stuck into a telly programme.
Think of it this way. Can you live without TV? Can you live without music? I think I could live without TV. Not music.
Does YouTube count as TV?
Yep.
Everyone's like, I knew she was going to say that.
Any sort of video.
I must admit, I have to have the radio on in the car. I have to have at least some music every day. So that's a good debatable one, that one. So let us know. You answer that question. Can you live easier without music or live easier without TV, including YouTube? I want to know people's opinions on that one. Okay, so the next one, and this is going to make Mike wince. And it might upset a few others watching as well, and I don't mean it to. Sesame Street is way better than the Muppets. Hands down. Hands down. You're talking about puppets? It ain't the Muppets. I am not a Muppets fan. I'm sorry. I have never been a Muppets fan. One of Mike's favourite Christmas movies is The Muppets Christmas Carol. And he insists on watching it every year. And
didn't watch it last year?
No, because all of us said no, Mike. We're not doing that again. It's rubbish. And I'm sorry. If you are a huge Muppets fan, you would much rather have Kermit the Frog and Miss Piggy over Big Bird and, I was going to say Bill and Ted, that's really not right, Bert and Ernie, then all power to you. But I am firmly in the Sesame Street camp. He is firmly in the Muppets camp. Unpopular opinion. So there's another unpopular opinion for you. This is really hard, guys. Really hard.
I don't know if you guys actually know this telly program. You probably do. But Captain Picard from Star Trek is better than Captain Kirk from Star Trek.
I'm not a Trekkie, so
Throw that one out there.
So I'm not a Trekkie, so it's kind of doing this. But Jean-Luc Picard, to me, is irritating.
Yes, but he's better than Captain Kirk.
I can listen to Captain Kirk much easier than Picard.
Really? Fair enough.
Sorry.
Unpopular opinion then.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah. And I'm not even a big Trekkie. I'm not into sci-fi. Is that an unpopular opinion as well? Who else is with me? I mean, sci-fi and gaming are just not my things, and they're both his things, like, massively. I don't even understand sometimes why me and him are together, because we don't share a lot of interests. But they say opposites attract, right? I mean, that could be it. Okay, so this one is crochet related, or knit related, fibre related. And I need to preface this one as well. How can I preface it? Every one of us, you watching, us that do these videos for you to watch, we all have our own opinions, right? We're doing unpopular opinions. And everyone is entitled to love what they love. And there is no judgment from me whatsoever. But I would much rather everything you can see behind me, which is store-bought, ready-caked, or ready-balled, than bougie Hanks. Now, let me just, the opposite of preface, let me explain, because I have been gifted some of the most beautiful Hanks, some of which my dear friends have dyed themselves for me. It's not that I do not love them. I do love them. I cherish them. I will always treasure them. I think that I am having a hard time with Hanks because I am too scared to try out my Swift. I think if I just rip that Band-Aid off and get that Swift out and use it a couple of times and get comfortable, I will love Hanks. They will no longer be terrifying to me. So, I'm not saying I would much rather this than the other. I'm just saying this is my comfort zone. This is what I've always known and used. I am still to cake up a Hank and use Hank material. Because it's so special and more expensive than some of this, and I do say some of this because actually this finger here is pointing at a cashmere cake. Just saying. I don't want to waste that yarn on a project that I'm not really fussed about. So it needs to be the perfect, most meaningful, special project with the most perfect, special, meaningful yarn. Sometimes I can't put those two together, and on top of that, I'm scared of using my Swift. So I might be a bougie yarn Hank lover. I'm just not giving myself the opportunity to find out. Okay, so anyone that's gifted me Hanks, don't take that as me being ungrateful or I don't like it. I love them, but I'm scared of them. So that's why they sit up in their cube, nestled all together until Manfa can get the guts up to actually do something with them. There we go. You've got people there going, a friend of ours particularly, going, I need to get rid of my shop bought. I want only hand-dyed Hanks. And I'm like, I'm sorry. Sorry.
Next. Call of Duty Black Ops is the best Call of Duty game.
I've never played any of them, so I don't care. But there are gamers in our community, so those of you that are familiar, let me know your opinion on that. And they know who I am, who they are that I am talking about. Okay. One for me. This is a very personal one to Manfa. I don't know if the rest of the world will agree with me or not. Probably not. There is no place in my life for chickpeas.
I agree because I don't like them either.
I'm sorry, but what is the purpose of a chickpea? Can someone please explain? I don't even know if you guys over there call them chickpeas. They might be known as something else. But the stuff you make hummus with, I have tried probably every flavour of hummus known to man to try and like the stuff. Because it's very in, isn't it? It's very hip. Everybody's eating hummus and breadsticks and vegetable sticks and, you know, pita bread and all the rest of it with this hummus stuff. So I'm like, I'll give it a bash. I've probably tried about 15 different flavours and I do not like any of them. And I once went round an old work colleague's house for dinner. And she's a vegetarian, no judgment, she can be a vegetarian. And because I'm at her house, I will eat what she has to offer with me. I'm a good house guest. But the curry had chickpeas in it. And I couldn't be truly British and fight through. There was a little pile of chickpeas left on my plate. And she went, "You don't like chickpeas then?" And I went, "I'm sorry, I just can't. I did everything else, but I can't do chickpeas. I'll do anything for love, but I won't do that." No. Chickpeas, irrelevant to me. Don't serve a purpose. Sorry to the hummus lovers out there.
Have I got to do another one, have I?
Yeah.
How many have we got to do?
I don't know.
Because
We're
I ain't got a clue.
But we're only 16 minutes in, so we need to think of at least a couple more. I've got another one if you want.
Go for it.
I'm going to get a lot of hate for this, and I'm so sorry. Harry Potter is well better than Lord of the Rings. I like both, don't get me wrong, and I've watched both, but I think I've only ever watched Lord of the Rings all the way through like once. Whereas I've seen Harry Potter a bajillion, million, squillion times. Harry Potter is better than Lord of the Rings. There we go, it might be a very unpopular opinion. And I know at least 2 people watching are going to be like, "What?"
I'm with you.
Sorry.
I think Lord of the Rings is better.
There you go, see? We're on opposite ends of the camp in that one.
Mm-hmm.
You're driving one.
I can do that if you want.
Yeah.
Driving on the left-hand side of the road is the correct way.
We drive properly because we drive stick shift and on the left.
That is an unpopular opinion.
It is,
for most
because
of you, I
most of
think.
you are over in the States and you drive
But
on the
to be
right hand
fair,
side.
I said correct way. That's a bit harsh.
Yeah, we can't really say correct. It's the British way.
It's the best way.
I have never attempted on the right hand side, and neither of you, so we don't actually know.
Yes, I have.
Where?
You were in the car.
That was accidental. That wasn't because we were actually somewhere we were supposed to be on the right.
Well, I could
He
drive
nearly
on the
killed
right
me,
hand
guys.
side.
He nearly killed me. That was a scary night. That was. I may not have even been here to start my channel because that was before the channel.
There was a big articulated truck coming towards us.
Yes, there was. He nearly killed me. He had only
I haven't done it since.
No, and he had only recently learnt to drive, and it was a route that he was not familiar with. And there was another time that we were out driving,
Junction.
and I literally went, "Junction!" and he slammed on the brakes. I'm like, "You're supposed to stop at the lines because you're meeting traffic that's literally zooming past you. You've got to stop." You're like, "Well, they need to repaint the lines because I didn't even see them." I'm like, "You need to be able to see them. You're the driver." I wear glasses and I saw them. Oh, honestly. That is a whole other subject, though, for another time, because I am a really bad passenger when he's driving. Like, ridiculously bad. Annoyingly bad when he's driving. And I admit it. I hold my hands up to it. But any time someone has to drive, 9 times out of 10, I will insist it's me. Because He only passed his test, 3 years ago? 4 years ago?
I had the car 5 years.
Anyway, I passed my test when I was 18. So, give it a couple of years. That'll be 20 years, guys. Oh, I'm old. Ew. And sorry if that offends you, because I keep getting told off for saying I'm old. Because everyone's like,
Unpopular opinion.
There you go, unpopular opinion that I think I'm old. Right, what else? Another one for me would be the elixir of life is tea.
Ugh, no.
He thinks it's coffee, and I know a lot of you drink coffee, but even the smell of coffee, and I want to vomit on your shoes. I cannot do it. And tea, I keep trying to try teas. I keep trying to like different flavours of teas. Just English black with a splash of milk, hot. Sorry, that's all I like. So there you go. Tea, never coffee. You're like, I can't live without my coffee. Unpopular opinion. What? We're back.
So Max gave us one, and I agree with him. So
I have no opinion on this.
Xbox is better than PlayStation.
We're an Xbox house, not a PlayStation house. Well, we are an Xbox house. The boys have to put up with PlayStation at their dad's house because their dad is a PlayStation man, whereas Mike is an Xbox man. So they have to be in both camps. But the majority of the time they're here, so they are through and through Xbox boys, really.
I stopped playing the PlayStation at PlayStation 2.
I didn't even get to PlayStation 2.
I didn't either. I had the original Xbox, but my friends all had PlayStation 2, so that's when I stopped playing it.
Okay, so I've got a question for you. Sonic or Crash?
Oh, it's got to be Crash.
Me too. We agree on that one. I'm talking about Sonic the Hedgehog on Sega or Crash Bandicoot on whatever he's on.
I like both, but
I love both. I have nostalgic love for Sonic because the Sega Mega Drive was the first console I ever had as a child. But
Crash
when
Bandicoot.
we progressed to a PlayStation 1, and me and my brother had to share it, and we never got beyond that. Purely because by the time the PlayStation 2 came out, I was old enough to leave home, and I did. My brother bought himself PlayStations from that point on, but the only joint console, the furthest we got, was the PlayStation 1, and once that came into play and Crash came into my life, and Spyro and Rayman, I'm sorry, Sonic was pushed to the side. He was left out in the cold. So yeah, Crash Bandicoot. Surprised me and him agree on that, actually, because you're quite nostalgic with the old school games as well.
Crash
sometimes.
Bandicoot's old.
Yeah, but not as old as Sonic.
Yeah, but Sonic was like my dad's era.
My dad loved Pac-Man. That was his favourite game ever. It's the only computer game you'd ever catch my dad playing.
I played Sonic, but
my dad loves Pac-Man. Loved it. It was his version of Snake. You know, the Snake, the phone game that you got on your Nokia 3310.
I love playing that.
We've gone off on a tangent on nostalgia now.
Yeah.
But Pac-Man was the original Snake for the Nokia 3310. And when I was growing up, a Nokia 3310 was the phone everybody had that would never run out of battery, ever. You had to charge it once a year. It was amazing. But I didn't have internet, and I didn't have a camera. But simpler times, guys, simpler times, and I think sometimes we should go back to that. Is that an unpopular opinion?
Probably.
If we did go back to those times, there wouldn't even be YouTube. So maybe I should be careful what I wish for. We'll pigeonhole that. We'll stick a pin in it and come back to it some other time. Anyway, I think that is enough.
Nope, I got one more.
Oh, okay.
Unpopular opinion. Space is more interesting than the Earth.
No, I would much rather discover what's in the ocean than what's somewhere I can't get to.
Nope. I've got a acute fear of drowning, so...
I've got an acute fear of being blasted into space and never returning home.
Max agrees with me.
Max would. He's a space geek like you. And I don't mean geek offensively. Don't come at me for calling my boyfriend and my son geeks. It's fine. It's a term
I don't care.
of
I actually
affection.
quite like being a geek, thank you.
It's a term of affection, okay? It's endearment. Honestly, I wasn't being nasty. Space is not my thing. Not interested in. I don't understand it. I don't even understand time. I don't even understand the Matrix. So it's all lost on me, guys. All lost on me. Mike still can't wrap his head around it. He's tried to explain the Matrix to me how many
It's really
times?
not that hard.
How many times have you tried to explain it to me?
Once.
No, I've asked you several times, and every time you try and simplify it even more, and I'm like, I still don't get it. Still don't get it.
It's just a simulation.
I don't get it. Because simulations aren't real.
Yeah, they are. You get simulations on your phone all the time.
Huh? Just don't.
Cartoons.
Oh, but cartoons aren't real.
Exactly.
So simulation ain't real. So you've just proven my point.
That's the whole point of the film.
That's why I don't understand it. We came full circle. I don't understand. Still don't. And when I say I don't understand time, I can obviously tell the time, guys. I obviously know the months of the year, the days of the week, how the whole calendar thing works. I don't understand time zones. Don't understand how when it's 9 o'clock for us, it's only 3 o'clock for some of you. And beyond Eastern Standard Time, I don't know the rest of you's times. I don't. I'm sorry. I try to learn. I try and remember. I try and get it in my head because I try and be a good host on this channel. But my brain just goes, no, can't do it. Whoa. Sorry for that interruption, guys. My eldest son just burst in because didn't realise we were filming. Oh, family life. Okay, so Max has one. And you know what? It's super unpopular, and it's going to be super unpopular with you guys. He says TikTok is better than YouTube. But that is because he's a child. It's because he doesn't know any better, and I need to teach him better. Because obviously all of us on here are on YouTube, so we're going to think YouTube is better. Now, I know some of you have TikTok accounts as well, but unpopular opinion, I am not cool enough for TikTok, and I can barely keep up with my YouTube channel, so I am not doing a TikTok. It's not happening. Haven't got the time or the energy, so you will not see me on TikTok. Mike is tempted to start a TikTok. If Mike starts a TikTok, would you watch? Don't know what it will be about. What's it even going to be about, Mike?
Don't know. Just going to start one. Solid.
Language. Anyway, so we are going to wrap it up there. There was hopefully a little something in there for all of you. Like I said, no offence meant. Sorry if people have got upset by it, but we were asked to do this tag and we really struggled to think of things to talk about, so we were winging it, and I hope it's okay. So now we've got the task of tagging people. Again, if you have not been tagged, do not be upset. Do it anyway, because it's an open tag as well. Go for it, Mike.
Mad Mimi's Crochet and Farming.
Bella and Janetto.
Granny D.
Ooh, Chris loves crochet.
Oh. Juan.
He's not called Juan. He's called the Yarn Addict.
The Yarn Addict.
Juan. There you go. It's actually Juan the Yarn Addict.
Oh, there you go.
There you go. So Mike's
Sorry,
tagging him.
I'm butchering that one.
It's fine. It's absolutely fine. Who else am I going to pick? I will, of course, pick Obsessive Crochet Lady Amanda.
How many have we done?
I don't even know.
You've done 3.
Let's count. Who did you do to
I've
start
done
off
3.
with? You've done Granny D,
Lala,
Juan. I've done Christina, Amanda, and Chris loves crochet. So we're on 6. We need 2 more each.
Okay, so I'm going to go with Kim. I don't know her channel name.
Kim? Oh, Yarning for a Smile,
That's
Kim.
the one. Yarning
for a Smile. Yes. I know lots of Kims. That's why I was like, be a bit more specific. Which Kim? Yarning for a Smile, Kim. I am going to go 4. Has she been tagged? Let me double check. Heather the Crochet Witch.
Okay, I got one more.
You
so let's make this. Who shall I pick? Who shall I pick?
Why did you have that smile then?
It won't happen anyway, so I won't bother.
Okay.
God, I can't think.
Come on. Jan, Lynette, who do you want?
Oh, I'll just go with an Alaskan crafter jam. There you go.
There we go. And because I said Lynette, I better say Charm Grammy Crochet Lynette. But there are plenty of other of you that we have not that we have not tagged. So please feel like it's an open tag. So all of our other Yarny friends that we mention here all the time, feel free, go ahead. And also those that we did mention, like I said, no pressure. If you haven't got the time, something you don't want to do, not a problem. Just do it if you want to. So I suppose that is it for our Fun Popular Opinion tag. Or as she said, my Fun Unpopular Opinions tag. So there are no questions that I have to paste in the description box or anything. This is totally your unpopular opinions, but they've got to be fun. No religion, no politics, nothing that can upset people or a group of people, etc. I will list the people that we have tagged down below, and I will also tag the creator of this tag, link her, Shannon the Spoony Stitcher, in my description box as well. So if you don't know some of the people we have mentioned, go check them out, watch their videos, like, share, subscribe, notification bell, all the things. Spread the Yarny love. That is what we're all about. Now I think we need to go and make a fresh cup of tea and think of probably 20 million things we could have said but didn't, because that's what happens when I turn the camera off. But oh well. Anyway, head back tomorrow for
crochet.
No,
it's not.
You
Sorry,
fudged that.
I'm really not with it today. Title of the week, Wednesday.
And then after Title of the Week, Thursday,
Crochet catch up.
There you go.
Friday.
We'll just do them both. Oh, car crash ending, isn't it always the same for us? But until you see us in those videos,
stay safe.
Be kind.
Look after one another.
Get some good quality time in with your loved ones.
Stay moosey.
Get some good quality crafting time in. We will see you in the next one.
Or around the YouTube streets.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Love you.